Alright, I'm going to talk a little bit about some differences between the iPhone 7 and iPhone 6s. The things I'm going to talk about are broad, I'm not going to get into specs or anything like that, like in depth. But I'm just going to talk about a couple broad differences that I think are actually really big. First thing I'll talk about is how the iPhone 7 is water resistant, which is very big for Apple because this is the first iPhone that they've made that is water resistant. Second thing that I'll talk about is the inclusion of the stereo speakers in the iPhone 7. If you don't know what that means, it just means that there's two speakers in the iPhone 7 opposed to one. There's one on the bottom and one on the top, which the iPhone 6s only had the one on the bottom and all the other iPhones also. So if you love watching videos, listening to music, which I think basically everybody does, the clarity and the sound is a lot better in the iPhone 7 opposed to the iPhone 6s or any other iPhone. The next thing I'll talk about is that the iPhone 7 gives you 2 more hours of battery life. Who doesn't like extra battery life? So those are a couple things about the iPhone 7 and the iPhone 6s. Me personally, I have the iPhone 6s, so I am looking to upgrade. Oh yeah, I'll give you one thing that people really don't like, that really doesn't bother me, is that the iPhone 7 got rid of the jack on the bottom of it, which you plug your headphones into. They're trying to go, wireless, use Bluetooth a lot more. That really doesn't bother me that much, but a couple of my friends and people I spoke to really hate that because, now it's a hassle. You have to get an adapter when you want to listen to music through a headphone. So, that's just one thing that people don't like, but doesn't bother me that much. I don't think that's that big of a deal. Thanks.
Hi to everyone, assumingly an INF499. This is going to be a very quick survey video of the Apple iMac. So the iMac was founded in 1998 when Apple was really finding themselves with some trouble market share wise. They were losing a lot of share space to both Linux operating systems and the popular Windows-based desktop. So what they made was called the Apple Mac G3, which was released in 1998. It was a simpler take on the home computer, all-in-one CRT, no separate tower, desktop was included in the CRT. All you needed to do was plug it into the internet, boot it up, you were fine. That was actually their slogan, a lot of their popular commercials, which I would play for you right here, but I can't, which was, there's no step 3, you plug it in, and you connect it to the internet, and you're good to go for setup, which is nice. So we take a look at what the modern day iMac, or what the modern day G3 is, and we could see a lot of similarities. Sorry, I'm doing this upside down. We see a whole lot of similarities on what's going on. So we see that the iMac today is just like the G3, where it's all in one, right? Very simple basic setup out of the box. It's come a lot faster, 4-core, quad core, I think up to 4.0 gigahertz, overclockable. Beautiful display. It's gone up to, I believe, 21.5 is standard, high def. Lightning fast speeds with SSD speeds and just technology in general. For the last 15 years it's jumped up, and all peripherals now are essentially wireless, including mouse, keyboard, and Wi-Fi abilities. So that's what the modern day G3 has become.
Hello, my name is Jerry Shamat, and I'm here to describe the Apple TV. The Apple TV has brought entertainment to a new level. TV streaming is becoming a major competitor to a lot of major cable providers. It's pretty much dominating the market and is going to be the future of television. The Apple TV originally released in 2007, and they came up with their second model, the Apple TV 2, approximately a year or two ago, with a much greater upgrade. They use a powerful platform called tvOS, where you can also have apps on your Apple TV, and it'll let you choose when and what you would like to watch when you want to watch it. Also, the platform allows you to interact in new ways, such as Siri on your remote, so you can find shows and movies and any sort of music you would like. And you can also stream your phone to the Apple TV so you can show videos from your phone. Here's the Apple TV remote, and a quick glance. You see this button here is where you can talk to Siri, you can change the value of your television, you can go to the main menu and a lot of other things to make your TV experience much more enjoyable. Apple TV is definitely the future.
What's going on, everyone? This is Ryan Scarpelli from Team NA, and my group mates have already broken down some of the latest and greatest Apple products for you. And going along with that trend, I'm going to break down the current MacBook line. That includes the baseline MacBook, the light flagship MacBook Air, as well as the MacBook Pro. So we're going to start out with what you can get on the MacBook line. Currently, they're all 12-inch notebooks. You can get them in silver, gold, space gray, or rose gold. And on the higher end, they come with 512 gigs of flash storage. That's an SSD drive. 1.2 gigahertz Intel Core M5 processor with turbo boost up to 2.7 gigahertz, 8 gigs of memory, and Intel HD graphics 515. So now that was the MacBook line. We're going to go to the MacBook Air. Now the MacBook Air comes in both 11 and 13-inch models. You can get up to, on the highest end, you can get with the Retina display, 13-inch MacBook Air, 1.6 gigahertz, 256 gigs of storage. An Intel Core i5 processor that goes up to 1.6 gigahertz. Also has turbo boost up to 2.7, 8 gigs of memory, and again 256 gigs this time of flash storage. On the high end, we have the MacBook Pro, and that goes all the way up to a 2.9 gigahertz processor on a 13-inch MacBook Pro. That comes with that's turbo boosted up to 3.3 gigs, has 8 gigs of DDR3 memory, 512 gigs on an SSD drive. Comes with the Intel Iris Graphics 6100, and that comes at a price tag of around $1,800, making it the most expensive offering currently for the MacBook line.
Hi, my name is Rob Esposito, and today I'm going to talk about Apple's exclusive streaming service, Apple Music. Now, Apple Music is a subscription-based service where for only $10 a month, users have access to all of Apple's extensive music library, featuring artists such as the Beatles, Taylor Swift, Drake, Beyonce, and many others. Basically, if you can find it on iTunes, you can also find it on Apple Music, and in many cases, there's even exclusive music on Apple Music that you won't be able to find anywhere else. Now, many of today's biggest artists, such as Drake, Chance the Rapper, Frank Ocean, and others, have exclusively premiered their new music through Apple Music. In addition, artists have premiered new music videos through the service, such as Frank Ocean's visual album, Endless, or the music video for his new song, Nikes. Now, as of January 2016, the service has 10 million paying users. While less than its main competitor, Spotify, this number is still impressive considering the age of the service and the fact that there's no free version to use, unlike Spotify. Well, that's all I have for today. This is Rob Esposito, signing off about Apple Music.